Hello OMG and welcome back to my glam courtroom, where today we have another very exciting video because I am going to be reviewing this palette right here, Morphe's 35 Icy palette. Look how pretty this packaging is. Look at me matching it and stuff, like how cute. But if you want to see how I got this look and if you want to see the rocky road we took to get to the verdict of this palette, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I have the 35 Icy Fantasy palette right here, so we're gonna go ahead and tap in. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys, and the plastic thing that has the names of the eyeshadows just fell on the ground. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, you will know that I drop something in every single video. So that fell on the ground. I'm not gonna pick it up because I just don't want to. But this is the palette right here. So I think it's a very beautiful palette. I really wanted to review it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be interested in this palette. I feel like I didn't see as many reviews, but I did see that some people felt that it was kind of like chalky and dry. But you know what? I figured that during this quarantine, like, we need something that has something that's happy, something that has pops of color. And I just feel like this palette gives that like happy vibe. Like when I look at it, I'm gonna show you guys again. Like I just feel happy looking at these colors. I also think even though there's no mirror, like it's so pretty, like the black with the pop of color. This right here, like I kind of match the palette, how cute. So anyways, let's get on with today's look. So I already primed my eyes. I used the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color, I want to say sand or light sand. Now, when I was looking at this palette, I wasn't sure what kind of look I wanted to create. I think I'm going to go with something along the lines of these colors and maybe these colors right here. So what I'm going to first do is take this Morphe brush, it's kind of like a fluffy brush, and we're just going to tap into this bottom color right here. It's kind of like a taupe nude color, and we're just going to go ahead and tap in and apply it to the crease. Now, there is a little bit of fallout. This color is a little bit more on like the brown gray side, but it is pretty. Now I'm just doing this to kind of just give me like that first layer of a color. Like even when I do pops of color, I feel like I still have to do some type of like transition shade on my crease or else it just doesn't feel right, you know? So that is what we are doing here. Now your girl's breaking out. I don't know why. During this quarantine, I'm not gonna lie, I have been pretty stressed out. And it's just because of the unknown. I had mentioned in my previous video that I think that one of my previous videos that I think the reason why we feel so much anxiety during this time is because we are the generation where we live in a day and age where we have information so readily available that to live now in a time where we don't necessarily know what's going to happen, it's kind of stressful. And I think that's what's stressing me out is all of the unknowns, but I like to keep myself busy, you know, and just not think about things. But I think that's what's part of the reason for my breakouts is because I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm gonna put my hair behind my ears. That way I'm not like annoyingly like playing with my hair throughout the video. So my ears look kind of crazy, but whatever. So this is what that transition shade looks like. It's really pretty. It was easy to put on. It wasn't like patchy. I'm just gonna put on a little bit and bring it a little bit higher because I have noticed in my videos, like I could bring the color a little bit higher. I think it would complement my brow bone structure a little bit more. Okay, so the next color I'm thinking of digging into is this teal right here. I'm thinking of maybe mixing like these and then putting these and mixing them as like a topper. I know that's kind of like all over the place, but let's start off with tapping into with the same brush, this teal color right here, and we will see how it performs. There's honestly not too much fallout. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it right here. Ooh, it kind of gives like a very cool toned icy vibe. Okay, so I am noticing like there is a lack of pigment like it's showing up, but it is kind of dusty. Maybe that's what people were talking about, saying that it's like a dusty palette. You guys could see it's like a little dusty. Let's go ahead and do the other eye. Just kind of like packing it on. Since it is more of like a dusty color, you don't want to like swipe and swipe because you'll probably just end up erasing the color. It's better just to use packing motions. I've noticed when you have colors like this where they're very pastelish, usually not as pigmented, at least the ones from Morphe. I feel like that is doing a better job. Now I'm gonna do my face makeup last because I didn't know if this was gonna have a lot of fallout and I didn't want to have to redo my face makeup. Okay, so I'm having trouble getting it to kind of stick, but you know what? Let's switch brushes. Let's use more of this type of brush. That way I can pack on the color. So I'm gonna tap back into that like teal turquoise. Okay, it didn't really help. Yeah, I could definitely see why people maybe weren't so happy with the palette. Like, just feels like the colors are kind of like wiping away. Like it's not really sticking. It's kind of like more of like a faint pastel color, like pastel, I don't know. Anyways, okay, so let's dig into this green color right here. I kind of just want to see how that one goes on. I'm gonna use the other side of this brush that I did not use, and we're just going to tap in. Like you can see on the brush, there's a lot of color, but in terms of the payoff, it's like not really there. Okay. Okay, this one has a little bit more payoff. I'm able to build it up more. You guys could see that right there. I'm just very lightly tapping. Okay, this is actually pretty, this color. I like it. I like it, I like it. Now this color had a lot of fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and carefully turn this over. You see all that right there? A lot of fallout. Not an issue for me, I just blow it away. But I know some people just don't like any type of fallout. Okay, so I'm kind of disappointed with the first teal color that we used. So I was kind of just staring at the palette like, okay, what do I do to fix the edges of my eyes? See this color right here? It's kind of like an indigo. I'm gonna go ahead and tap into that. I wanna use the same kind of structured flat brush, something like this where it's easy to pack on. So let's dive into that and see where it takes us. It's like a periwinkle, you see that? There's like a lot of pigment on the brush, but look, when you pack it on, it's like you can't really see it. Like I'm just lightly tapping. Oh, this looks a little bit better. Y'all see that? We'll just do the other side. So this is what we have so far. I think that blue looks like a little bit better. I'm still not too happy with the payoff of the palette, but the next step, I kind of want to move on over to the sparkles. So there's a lot going on here. Like there's really pretty sparkles in this palette. For example, like these two are really pretty. This is like a green, it has like golden pink reflex. This is like a turquoise with like gray in it, and then this one's really pretty right here. It's like a silver. Now, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, so what I think I want to do I want to build these sparkles as much as I can. So I kind of want to start off with this white one right here and just see what happens. So we're going to take more of an angled brush because I'm going to put it on the inner corners of my eyes. You guys can see that's kind of like an angled brush. It's from BH Cosmetics. Ooh, oh my God. Let me show you guys what just happened. Oh my God. This entire color right here, like lifted. Like, I don't know what that was all about. Like, it came off of the palette, and then look at how sloppy that is. What the heck? Okay, let's just lightly tap in, and then let's just lightly apply. Okay, I think this one is more of a topper because it is going on super flaky. Like, oh no. No. So I went ahead and grabbed this setting spray. It kind of makes everything like dewy. So I'm gonna spray this brush. It's more of like a cone shaped brush. We're gonna dip off of that color. It's really weird. Like, it kind of fell apart. It's very flaky. I don't like it. I will not be using that. Let's move on over to the color next to it, which is this one right here. It is also more of like a sparkle color. So let's just lightly tap this cone brush into it, and we're just gonna apply. Okay. Yeah, it kind of has the same thing happening in the palette where the color is like bunching up and it's just like falling apart. What's going on here? And I don't like to use my fingers on my eyes, so I'm not going to do that because I have very sensitive eyes. Can you guys see that? I don't know if I like this. Oh my God, no wonder people were not happy. Let's keep going. Okay, I don't like that. Let's move on to okay, I want to try something else. Let's try this green right here. It's kind of like a green sparkle. And so I'm going to take a flatter brush, this one right here, and I'm going to wet it. This one was from Sephora way back when, during like a holiday collection, because it has like the sparkles on it. I'm just going to make this stiff, and then I'm going to dip into that green. Okay, it goes better on the brush. This is just getting weird. You know, I might not have a choice but to just use my fingers even though I don't want to, because look, this looks like a freaking mess. Like, this looks disgusting. Okay, let's try finger. Ah, there we go. So if you're like me and you don't like using your fingers on your eyes, well, you have this palette, tough. You're gonna have to use your fingers. Now, as I'm applying this glitter, I noticed that the green shadow I laid underneath is coming off. Like, what in the world is going on here? Like, I feel like this palette is punking me on so many different levels. Okay, so, oh my God. We're gonna take our finger again, but it looks really pretty on the finger. It's like iridescent. It's really pretty. Let's take it, we'll apply it here, and ignore, sorry, when I see shadows on my palettes, I like have to, or like when they're like getting everywhere the fall, I have to blow it off. So if you see me blowing on my palette, that's why. But ignore my quarantine nails, like it is a struggle over here. Okay, this is looking prettier if it didn't take off the freaking green that I worked so hard to get right here. Okay, so this is literally what my eyes are looking like. I wanted more of like a pop, so we're gonna be daring. I'm gonna take my finger and use this silver color. I think it's really pretty. I hope you guys can see that. And I'm going to take my ring finger on my right side. Oof, oh my God, look at that. And we're just gonna lightly apply. There we go. That's kind of like what I was looking for. That's pretty. See, that's pretty. See that? Y'all see that? Now this is very foily and very flaky, so you're gonna get it everywhere in your palette. So just be careful. This palette is a hot mess. Like, I'm super surprised that they kind of like launched this palette with kind of like the quality it's providing, because I feel like I've never really had issues with Morphe palettes. Oh no. And I've had like nothing but issues with this palette. Like, you guys see like how difficult it is to get like anything to stick. But that looks really pretty. You see that in the corners? Like, that's really, really pretty. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna pause here. I'm gonna put on my face makeup, and then we're going to resume the eyes, because that's normally how I do my makeup. It's just a really weird routine that I have with all this glitter on me. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the maquillaje, and then we will resume the eyes, and then we're gonna move on to the verdict. So stay tuned. Okay, so as you guys can see, my face makeup is on, and now that the glitter has settled, like, it is super pretty. Like, look at it is so pretty. Like, I think that's the only thing so far I like about this palette is that silver glitter. This one that is on the bottom of the palette, this glitter's really, really pretty. So now it's time to finish up the bottom of the eyes, and I'm just looking at the palette, and I don't know if I want to have the same color scheme that I have going up top to match the bottom, but I think what we're going to do, should we try some purple? Should we try some pink? Should we stick with the teal? Should we stick with the greens? I think I'm gonna stick with this green color right here, and I'm gonna apply it on the bottom of my eyes, and I'm going to use a smaller brush. Let's see, what brush do we want to use? We're gonna use something like this. It's just a flat Luxie brush, and I'm just gonna lightly tap into it, because I feel like you never know with this palette. This is what the color payoff looks like. And we're just gonna apply on the bottom, and I'm just gonna pack it on little by little. Actually, I think I'm gonna use a smaller brush, like a smaller version of that brush, but in Morphe. This color is still like super chalky. Like, this is crazy how like chalky this palette has been. Do y'all even see that green? Like, can you guys see? Because I'm having trouble seeing it, and I'm right here. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, like, it's showing up in like certain parts of my eye, like right here, it's like not sticking. So, oh my lord, this is turning into a little bit of a nightmare. So let's go ahead and, okay, so I'm gonna take that periwinkle color and then try to apply it underneath the eyes with the same brush. See if I can get some type of payoff. Because if not, we might just have to just move forward and call it a day. This is showing up just a little bit better. Again, you want to pack it on. You don't want to like blend, because if you blend, you're literally going to have no shadow. Can you see that? I feel like this is a mess. It's like sticking to the outers of my eye, but not like the inners, like right here in the inner corner. Like, I feel like it's not grabbing. Like, what's going on? Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a brush, because whoa, this kind of got like everywhere, and I'm just gonna clean it up, just kind of drag, even though I said not to blend. At this point, I think that we're just gonna have to see if lashes can save this look, because I really like how the top looks after all with the glitter. I don't like how obviously the rest of the shadows performed. Oh, we forgot to do under the brow bone. So we're just gonna take the lightest color, which is this one all the way up here, and we're gonna apply her towards the brow bone. Not that, you're probably not gonna get any payoff from this color. You get just like a little bit. And then that way we can have some type of pop without interrupting all that glitter. But yeah, I'm just taking this because I feel like I need to clean it up. This is what the look looks like without any freaking eyelashes on or anything, but looks whatever. I already put on mascara on the top of my eyes. Now we're just gonna move on to lashes and see if this looks any good with eyelashes. We're going to be using Beauty Creations 3D Silk Lashes in the style I Can Afford It. If you haven't already seen, I did a 3-part series lash review on a bunch of these lashes. And so if you haven't seen it, I know you're in quarantine. If you're not working from home, then you have nothing else to do besides maybe watch my videos, subscribe to my channel, you know, share, comment, share, like, do something. Give me some type of feedback. And honestly, I'm getting a lot more subscribers, and I thank you guys so much actually for subscribing to my channel. And then a couple of you guys have been messaging me and commenting like what you want to see next and like feedback on my videos, and it seriously makes me so happy. So keep commenting to me, keep subscribing. It keeps me going. It makes me want to continue filming videos because I love makeup. I have a lot of makeup, just what I've accumulated over the years, and so I have a couple more videos planned out, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and apply these lashes and see if it saves the look. Gonna let that glue dry. We're not gonna do eyeliner because I don't want to disturb the sparkles. I think they look really pretty. So let's see how this looks. So that is with one lash. Let's go ahead and put on the right. It's a little blue. Ooh. Let's re-bend her. So I think the lash has totally saved the rest of the look of this eyeshadow. I mean, again, I love the sparkles, but I just don't know about the rest of it. So what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to apply some bottom mascara, some lipstick, and then I'm going to give you guys my verdict. Alright, so we made it here to the final look, and I do have to say that with the lipstick and the eyelashes, the whole look came together, and I actually do like my makeup for today. But do I deem this 35i Icy palette guilty of being worthy of your hard-earned dollars? Verdict is not guilty, boo. I would not recommend to buy this palette. It was chalky, it was powdery. When I put on the glitters, it was taking off the rest of the colors that I had previously put on. You guys saw that it was a bit of a journey. I do understand pastel colors are on the chalky side, are on the powdery side. However, I have worked with palettes before that have pastel colors, and the payoff has been phenomenal. So I don't understand how Morphe could put out this type of palette and think that consumers would be happy with the payoff of it. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it was informative. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Click that bell so you get post notifications of the next time that I do upload. And please remember during this time to spread peace, love, and happiness. I will see you all in my next video.